Hey, this is Kelly. I wanted to show my latest project, whatever. I joined a swap on Life on the Scrap Beach, and it was the 4x4 Time Flies swap. And for this swap, you had to make a page for a scrapbook, and it had to be 4x4. And the theme was time flies, or clocks, or wings. Kind of that was the theme. And the color scheme that we were supposed to use was cream white, chocolate brown, and yellow. And this was my take on it. For starters, most of the paper that I used in here was Tim Holtz from his Lost and Found collection. And I cut these wings out on my Cricut. I used an SVG file and used the Sure Cuts A Lot program. And I covered them with glitter to make them sparkle and to have them stand out a little more. And I made a rosette flower. I don't have the Tim Holtz die, I just made it. And then I used a Tim Holtz face clock and the game spinners on that. And I just added some flowers and some leaves and some bling and a couple buttons to kind of dress it up. And then this clock, this is from the Tim Holtz paper that has a sheet of paper that just has a bunch of clock faces on it. And I cut the clock face out, and I cut the frame for the clock face out on my Cricut, and I cut that out in brown. And then I UD'd it, which is the ultra thick embossing enamel, and I did 2 or 3 coats on it of the UD on the frame to give it some dimension. And then I used Rub and Buff. If you're not familiar with it, this is, if I can get it to focus, this is the Rub and Buff. Bought that at Michael's, and I just did that around the edges to give it a distress. And I left the back blank so that it could have either a photo or journaling or whatever put on it. And then for this paper here was just a cream colored paper, cardstock, that I ran through my Cuttlebug, and I used the Clockworks, I think it's called, embossing folder. And then I just rubbed brown ink to make the impressions stand out a little more. And that was my front page. And we were supposed to leave space on the edge so that it could be bound. And then on the back side, I added the ribbon. This is chocolate satin ribbon by Stampin' Up. The flat back pearls. I have a little tiny clock button here that I glued on. And then on the Wings of Time I just printed it off of my computer. This is more of the Tim Holtz paper. And then I have a Tim Holtz journaling ticket that I stamped on the back to give it some dimension. And then I have a photo mat here, and I think I'll add one more photo mat to this, but I haven't made it yet. And then this is just a stamp that I have, and that I bought at Michael's, and I don't remember what it's called. And I embossed it, and I left it blank so that it can be used as a photo mat or journaling. But anyways, this is what I came up with. This was a fun swap. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I just wanted to share it. Anyways, thank you.